Hey guys, Josh here. This is going to be the beginning of a follow along on a kind of a custom project here. This is a 78 Z50 that I had dropped off. Originally we were going to do a complete restoration. That's what a 78 looks like, and get it built exactly how it should come from the showroom. But the owner had a change of mind as far as the direction of the bike. So he ended up wanting to go with more of a Army service bike design, and kind of gave me some direction of what he wanted out of the bike, and gave me some color codes here. So we're going to use some Army green and a flat black and give it some custom decals. I'm going to rebuild the original Honda engine. Actually, I have another video that I already started on breaking down this engine in particular, but what we're going to use is a Army green from Prismatic Powders. You can kind of get a better idea of what that green looks like. He's got a flat black he's going to use. Actually, that's not a really good one there. And he's going to send me some vectors of his decals that he wants to have placed on the tank and other areas of the bike. So right now I've got everything broken down, and I'm going to organize it based on the color scheme that he wants me to do, and kind of roll with it. I did get a new tank, a TB parts tank. He didn't have a tank to go with this bike frame, so we'll use a brand new tank to build off of. This is the engine he provided to me with his frame for the 78, but this isn't the correct year Z50. So back in the beginning, when we were going to go with a proper restoration, we decided to chase after a 78 motor. Got it on eBay, and I have it disassembled in the garage. It was a couple $100, so not a huge expense to get a correct year engine. But then we changed, to this Army build. So we could have probably got away with using this motor based on what we're doing with the bike now, but now we got a 78 engine that we'll have rebuilt to go along with the project. So here's the other components that we have. I went ahead and refurbished this original muffler, and we're going to actually black out the chrome shield with some powder coat. Got him a nice replica seat. I bought this originally because we were doing that original restoration, but we'll use it in the build. It's got the embossed Honda logo like the original 77 came. Got some new tires. We're gonna go ahead and use what are those? Bridgestones, the original Bridgestones. This is a carb that you can. This is a Z50 J carb that is imported from Europe or Japan. They still make the Z50 key-in carbs, but you have to import them. So we got a brand new carb for his engine. These are all the other nuts and bolts and side cover and other items that I've ordered. New harnesses, new cables, new controls. So we'll go ahead and repurpose some stuff, but got all new hardware. I'm going to go ahead and black out the parts as much as possible just to keep with the green and black build of the bike. I have a paint shop, automotive paint shop, that I'm going to get color matched to the green powder, and we'll put a single stage spray on some of the plastic parts, the headlight bucket and the side cover. I'll also probably do some of that single stage on the bolts too, around the rims, just to kind of keep congruency with all the colors. I'm trying to eliminate as much chrome. So here's the engine parts for the stock build Z50. Rebuilt the cylinder head, vapor honed, new valves and hardware. The cylinder was good, didn't have any real scoring on it at all. It was honed and measured to make sure it was still within spec. I'm going to do some high heat temp black paint, get that back to looking like new. all the other components that are going to go into the engine build are in this bag. I'm using a TB Parts piston on this build, standard bore, standard piston size, and that's about it for that. And here's where the engine is. I fit everything in my 5-gallon buckets when I disassemble the engines. Got the cases all cleaned up and vapor honed. Every other component's been bagged and cleaned properly. So the only thing I'm waiting for on the engine is a new roller, a new bearing for the case here. So when this shows up, I'll start my reassembly. I gotta get a new bearing in that area. So, but this is pretty much the beginnings of this bike build. I did some legwork, tore down the engine, got it processed, broke down the bike, got all the parts separated, and I'll put them in boxes for color orientation. Bring those down to the powder coater either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. And in the meantime, when that bearing shows up, I'll get the engine rebuilt, get you guys some videos of going through that process. I seem to have a lot of videos on engine work because that's what I do. As soon as I get the bike back, I'll get some video of the assembly process, and you guys can follow me along on this build project. I got probably about 4 or 5 other bike builds going on right now, so I'm going to try and make some videos on those, but right now this is first in the queue to get going. So hang tight and I'll get you some more videos. Thanks for watching.